Hey Hero fans, this is Todd. So you have a Snake Mountain and you're missing the computer from it. What are you going to do? Well, somebody had this question for me and this is what I came up with, but I'm going to show you how I actually made this from start to finish. So let's go ahead and take a look and find out how to get your own Snake Mountain computer. So first of all, I went to my Snake Mountain and I found out how easy it was to remove the computer and thought, you know, this isn't that bad. I had my screwdrivers out and all my tools getting ready to remove this and figured out how to get it out before I opened the Snake Mountain and saw it's just held on by one big giant peg in the mountain and it just slides over this little tube. That shouldn't be too hard. I mean, it's just one slab with a bunch of details on top. It's actually a relatively easy build. I thought I can do this. Now, I'm not going to cast it. I actually want to make it in 3D. So I decided to get this thing ready and let's toss it on the scanner. Now, for those that have watched my videos before, you know I have multiple scanners. This is the Sol scanner, and I like this one because it sits inside a black tent and it uses a laser, and it's a nice high quality one. Now, it is relatively slow. For each scan, it takes about 22 minutes, and you can watch how it slowly scans as the laser goes across. Here comes the laser. And basically it takes 10 frames a second at this point on my computer, so it's snapping 10 frames as the laser slowly goes across and shows the different basically all the different curvature of the parts. So you'll see the laser come up. Now with the laser, sometimes it's kind of hard to get a good 3D image if you have anything that's shiny. And since I have the silver tubes and the decals, I was a little bit afraid that it may not work. Now when I scan this, it takes this scan right here, goes all the way across, and it's a pretty long process waiting for it. And I'm just sitting there in front of my computer watching it 10 frames a second, snapping the frames. Normally this is done in the dark. Now I did open up the end of the tent that it sits in just so I could film this so you guys can see how cool this laser scan is. And this is real time. This is how long it actually takes. I was going to speed the footage up, then I thought, you know what? It'd be kind of cool to show you guys just how long this process takes to scan the one surface. Now once it makes it all the way through, it then rotates it, and it rotates at 36 degrees. There comes the rotation, you'll see it. There it goes. And then it does it again. It does the first preliminary scan, then it takes a photograph to get the colors right, and then it scans. Alright, so after 10 scans for each orientation, I had 4 orientations total, so a total of 40 scans of what you just saw. I then got it into Blender. I cleaned it all up. Then I made the tube on the back, redesigned it, because the tube that I scanned in just didn't work. And then I turned it to an STL, and it's time now to print this. Shouldn't be too tough, right? So I put it on my USB drive, brought it downstairs to my printer, spent a few hours printing it, and this is the mess I got. Now it prints it upside down, all those little sticky things coming out, those are the supports, and it should be solid against the top of that plate with my computer hanging off there. But you can see instead I got a pile in the bottom here. It's stuck on the bottom of the printer and it did not work. I was like, man, ugh. So of course before I can go any further I got to clean this all up, and I thought gray would be a good color to do. Now I know that clear blue works the best out of everything, so granted I should have just gone with the clear blue, but I thought what the heck. Even if I get this clawed clunk out of here, which I haven't done yet, it's just going to be a mess. It's not going to be the computer sitting on the bottom. So you can kind of see there's the hole right there where it plugs into it. So I did print this in blue as well. It did not come out perfect. So what I'm going to show you is not a perfect one. But I went ahead and did that anyway. But before we get there, I want to talk about the decals. So when I was making this bottom piece down here, it has this decal, and I thought whoever has to make this, it's going to be hard for them to get that decal. So I took and I used the little cutout area on my Blender program and cut it out, and figured out the exact size of the sticker, and then I used my camera to photograph the sticker at a pretty high res, and then after that I was able to scan the, well, not scan, but then I was able to put the sticker into Word and then make a PDF out of it. So hopefully the PDF sticker will fit correctly. We'll see in a few minutes, but that's pretty much what I was trying to do, is get that sticker right there to work for this. So here's the blue one I made. Again, it's not perfect. It's got a lot of errors and stuff, but at least it came out relatively good, so I can at least test the size of everything. Now this is not one that I give to someone, and here's my sticker, and sure enough, look at that. This is actually just a photo print of a sticker. I just kind of jammed it in there. I would suggest, if you're doing this on your own, to take and make a decal of it and paint it white. Now let's do the fit check. Look at that, it fits on there nice, just like it's supposed to. Now, because I can't get this to print just right on my home computer, I'm going to show you guys how you can get your own in a few minutes. But you can see this one came out okay, not perfect, but okay. Not good enough to sell online, but you know, as a hobby piece, it came out okay. Let's go ahead and put a figure next to it and see what it looks like. We'll use Spare Parts Man. Spare Parts Man, you can stand up there and show off the cool thing. You know what? I am going to get the other piece and put it next to it. So here's the original. You can see they are the same size. It's pretty cool. Hold that for me, Spare Parts Man. So it's funny, he almost did hold it too, but oh well. You guys can kind of see how it looks. And there it is. So you're asking yourself, well, hey Todd, this is cool, but how do I get one? Because obviously you can't print it, so what do I do? Well, if you go to the description of this video or any of the other videos that talk about it, and you click the link for a computer link on there, and that will take you to my Shapeways. Let's click the link, and there you go. And once you're on Shapeways, you can then choose what color you want. Now, the different colors do vary in price. You can see if you get a premium one, it's quite a lot more. And Shapeways is kind of spendy, but if you're missing your computer, I mean, the whole entire Snake Mountain's pretty spendy. Now, if you don't know which one to choose, I would choose the white one towards the top called White Versatile Processed. It is $57.79 before shipping. Now, you can see what it looks like in the 3D view if you click it. And then also make sure that you notice the link in here. The link in here is to the PDF that I created for the stickers. So make sure you check out that link as well. You can kind of spin this around. Depending on the speed of your computer, depends on how fast it will show you you're generating it. You can get the idea. You can see that nice sticker area right there. So let's go ahead and take a look at that PDF. And here it is in the description of the product. And just highlight it and right click and choose open in new tab or something like that, or open it. And it should open the PDF from my website. And you'll see there's 6 on here. In case you mess up, I made 6 of them. 3 of them have a black border around it, depending on what kind of paper you're going to use to print this on. The other 3 are just the right size. All right, so there you go. There's your decal, so you can print your own. And there is the place to go to buy it from Shapeways, which do a much better job printing it than me. Now, because shipping is so high, check out my other stuff on my Shapeways store. Maybe grab something else while you're at it. That way you're not spending a fortune on shipping for one item. I do have some other cool stuff, so check it out. And you can see some of the items are some of my exclusives that I've sold on this channel. So you can get the Gray Skull key, for instance, or the King Randor staff, or the Dungeon Fix-It set. That's always cool. I've always kind of liked this optic, the real body. When I made this originally, I made one for my granddaughter too, and she wanted it for so long, and I finally made her one. Got her an eyeball from Optic. This does not include the eyeball, but at the bottom on a lot of these descriptions, I got a little video. You can see what this looks like and how it all fits together. It's kind of a fun little piece. Like I said, it's one of my favorites because it's kind of like, imagine what Optic would look like outside of his armor. So you pop the eyeball on there, and then that's Optic when he crawls out of his suit of armor. I thought was, you know, kind of a fun little design. The idea wasn't mine originally, it was somebody else's, and they made a really cool ones. I actually bought the octopus from Aquanauts and then altered it from there. And I got, you know, stuff for King Hiss, and I have, of course, the bird stands and the stuff for Snake Armor He-Man and Ninja Orbo, and ooh, the castle floor plug. That is a really cool feature, and there's a page too. So do check out my stuff. Again, if you just want to buy the computer, that's cool too. But it's just the shipping and handling just is pretty spendy. So it always makes sense to check out Shapeways and find other items of interest. Like for instance, a lot of you guys wanted the swords for He-Man. And I do have the swords on here, and you could buy them in any color you want that they have. So you can get your orange sword this way, or some other color, purple or pink. So this is the way you can get the swords, and I'll just click the swords right here and show you. Now I do still have swords for sale on my eBay, but this is the way you can get other colored swords. They are a little more than I charge normally, because again, you're paying Shapeways prices for it. What's fun though is you can actually order it in metal. Now the metal ones are kind of rough. They are a little bit spendy, but it is kind of fun to have a metal sword. So let's go ahead and see if we can 3D view this. Oh, this is taking forever to load. Load. You know what? You can check it out on your own. I've been showing off enough of my stuff. I just wanted to show off the Snake Mountain computer for that guy that needed it. And he's going to provide me with pictures after he buys it. So this is the end of my video. So I will see you guys next time. And in the meanwhile, good journey, and we'll see you in the next video.
If you found enjoyment, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Do it!